Welcome back again to this course Urdu Rasmul Khat OUL 001. Dear learners, in this lesson we'll talk about alphabets of रे, डे, जे, जे. इस सबक में हम रे, डे, जे, जे के बारे में गुफ्तगू करेंगे. We know we get some basic information about this group. Now we'll see some the basic and different forms of रे, डे, जे, जे and how they are named or pronounced. We saw this before that we have 4 columns here, and in first column you can see short form of this group, and we told you that it is foot-like. This group has only one short form and it is foot-like, and has one full form, and the difference between the alphabets is by dots and by the symbol of toy. So we have रे without dot, डे symbol of toy, जे with one dot, and J 3 dots above. This is the difference between these alphabets. How they differ from each other. They differ only by dot and the symbol of toy. रे no dot, डे symbol of toy, J 1 dot, J 3 dots. And we have names of these alphabets here. As I told you that many of speakers or learners or teachers, tutors, when they teach their students, pupils, they name them differently. So for the ease, for the larger benefit, we mentioned all kinds of names here. They are called Ra, Ria, Re. Ra, Ria, Re. And in Urdu, we mostly name it Re. Dia, De, De. Za, Zia, Ze. Za, Zia, Ze. Ja, Jia, J. So we have names of these alphabets Re, De, Ze, J, and we name them by 2 other ways, and that is International Phonetic Association, their standardization about these alphabets you can see at the end. So we'll move to phonemes of रे, डे, जे, जे, and these phonemes are with diacritic marks, or we can say vowels, यानी हरकत के साथ रे, डे, जे, जे की आवाज़ें क्या निकलती हैं, तो उनको हम सीखेंगे. We'll learn about phonemes of रे, डे, जे, जे with zabar, zer, pesh, and with long vowels, or with alif, वाव, छोटी ये और बड़ी ये, याए, मारूफ. Okay, you can see here we have 4 columns and have these alphabets of this group, रे group. We'll apply these diacritic marks of zabar, zer, pesh and jazm on them, and we'll see how they will sound, which kind of phonemes they will create. So insert zabar, and as we can see short a, it will become a ra, ra. Insert zer, it will give the sound of re, and with pesh it will look like ru, it will sound like ru, and with jazm ra, and with alif followed by alif, this alphabet followed by alif, it will become ra, and with zabar followed by waw, it will become raw, with pesh followed by waw, waw-e maroof, we call that, Roo. And with Zair followed by Ya, it will become Re. Ya Maruf, Re. And Badi Ye, Re. So the sounds will become Ra, Ri, Ru, Ra, Ra, Rau, Ru, Ri, Re. Repeat with me. Ra, Ri, Ru, Ra, Ra, Rau, Ru, Ri, Re. These are phonemes of Re. When we'll use Re with other alphabets during word construction, it will give such kind of sounds. And you know that this is one chart. We have to apply this chart to every alphabet and they will sound similarly. We'll see. Apply these diacritic markers on the alphabet of day and we'll know its phonemes. Insert zabar, it will become da. With zair, it will become d. With pesh, it will become do. With jazm, it will become da or da. With alif, it will become da. With zabar followed by waw, it will become daw. And with pesh followed by waw, do. With zair followed by ya, it will become d. And with badiye, it will become day. So the sounds will be da, di, do, da, da, daw, do, di, day. Read with me. Da, di, do, da, da, daw, do, di, day. In our earlier lecture, we told you that there is similarity between dal and day. Their phonemes are same, but they are different alphabets. Dal is the alphabet that belongs to dal group and day is the alphabet that belongs to Re group. You have to remember this point. Now we'll see the sounds of Z by inserting these diacritic marks and with long vowels. Insert zabar, it will become za. With zair, z. With pesh, zu. With jazm, za or za. With alif, za. With waw, zaw. With waw followed by pesh, zu. With zair followed by ye, z. With badi ye or ya majhul, it will become z. So the sounds will be za, zi, zu, za, za, zaw, zu, zi, ze. Okay, practice with me. Za, zi, zu, za or za, za, zaw, zu, zi, ze. And this alphabet also gives the sounds which are similar to zal. Zal. When we apply these diacritic marks to zal and ze, they sound similar. They give similar sound. Za, za, zi, zi, zu, zu, za, 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 zaw, zaw, zu, zu, zi, zi, ze, they, ze. They give similar sounds like dal and day. So zal and ze give similar sounds when the diacritic marks are inserted on them. There are many alphabets which give similar sound, and we group the alphabet sound wise also, as here we have grouped them as per their shapes. When we talk about the shapes, we mean that the alphabet, when we talk about the group, that means the alphabet forms the same or similar shapes. That's what we mean by grouping the alphabets. And there is another type of grouping, that is as per their phonemes. There are many alphabets. When the diacritic marks are inserted on them, they sound similarly. You have to know this, and here we gave you two examples of these kind of alphabets. Technically, we have four alphabets here, but their phonemes are only two. As we know that we have many alphabets that have different full forms, but when they turn them into short forms, they turn into one or two short forms. Similarly, when we insert diacritic marks on these alphabets, similar sound alphabets, they turn into one or two sounds. Okay, dal and day is such type of one example, and zal and zay is second type of example. Now we'll see here another word, and we'll insert diacritic marks on this. We'll see. With zabar, it will become ja. With zer, j. Good. With pesh, ju. With jazm, za or za. With alif, za. With vav, with zabar followed by vav, zaw. With pesh followed by vav, zu. It becomes maruf or madul. With zer followed by ye, z. With badi ye or ya majhul, j. Okay, we'll see. And it sounds like, we told you that it sounds like J as well. So we'll see this. It is sounded or pronounced differently. Some people pronounce it with Z, as I told you that. But mostly it is sounded as J, and this is considered right way to pronounce it. That is, insert zabar ja. We have to insert just zabar with jim, the alphabet G. Consider it. It look like ja. With zer, j. With pesh, ju. With ain, ja or ja. With alif, ja. With vav, jaw. With vav, with pesh followed by vav, ju. With zer followed by ye, g. With badiye, j. So the sounds will be ja, ji, ju, ja, 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 jaw, ju, ji, j. Follow me. Ja, ji, ju, ja, ja, jaw, ju, ji, j. These are the sounds of alphabet J. These were the phonemes of re, de, ze, j with diacritic marks. Once again, we'll make another practice of this with all alphabets, the phonemes which they will make with diacritic marks and long vowels. With ra, ra, ri, ru, ra, ra, raw, raw, ru, re, re. Dal, da, di, do, da, da, dow, do, di, day. With ze, za, zi, zu, za, za, zau, zu, zi, ze. With j, ja, ji, ju, ja, ja, jau, ju, ji, j. These are phonemes of these alphabets of this group. Now we'll see positions of re, de, ze, j in written form. Above are the phonemes and sounds with diacritic marks. Now we'll see their positions or their shapes when they are written. लिखने में इन हरूफ की हालतें क्या हो जाती हैं, ये कैसे काम करते हैं, कैसे अपनी शक्लों को तब्दील करते हैं, तो उसको हम देखेंगे. We'll see here we have 4 columns here and it also is the same practice and process which we did in earlier classes. First column their forms and we have in second column their initial position and in third column their medial position and in fourth column their and our final position. And we know that the alphabets belong to Dal and Ra group. Do not change their shapes in initial or first position. They always come with full form in their initial and first position. They change their positions in medial and final position. And third thing is they come by both ways, by their full forms and by their short form. So we'll see this thing. We have in the first column their full form, that we know that this is full form of Ray group, but when we turn the alphabets of Dal group into short form, that looks like Ray, full form of Ray. But here we are talking about a Ray group, so remember this is Ray. Here this is Ray, not the short form of Dal group. We are talking about here Ray. There will come some examples of Dal group in short form as well. We'll let you know there. So we have here a full form of Ray, and in initial or first position how it works. Ruth, Ra in full form and Ta in full form. Why is Ra in full form? Yes, very good, because it is used in initial position. Then what will be by this process? When it will be used in initial position, it will not turn into short form. Very good, it will not turn into short form. This is the concept of it. So it is easy to identify Dal and Ray in their initial position. Dal always will work with full shape. Similarly, Ray always will work with full shape in its initial or first position. It is easy to identify these alphabets in their initial or first positions. So you can, we are seeing this Ray in full form. It is Ruth. Vaita did not change its position because it came at the end. So when the alphabets belong to this group will come at the end, they will not change their position. We have another word here, Raat. Ra at initial position in its full form. Why? Because it is in initial position, it does not change shapes, and Ta at the end. And we have Rasta. Rasta. Ra at initial position in full form. Ram. Ram, Ra at full position, and this we know that Ram, we know that this is non-connected. Rutba, simply what you have to see here, you have to see how Ra works, how Ray works when it comes in its initial or first position. and it works, it comes with full form, does not change its shape. Okay, now we'll move to medial or second position. With full form, we have another word here. In Raat, we have just added ba before it. It became Ba-Raat. Ba-Raat. And we saw there Ra did not change its shape. Ra did not change its shape in second and medial position. It came by its full form, worked with full form, and as it is written in full form. Here it is emerging by its full form. And we have another word, Baj Ra, Ra in middle after Jim. And what we told you in earlier class that Ray, after connecting with connectors with many alphabets, Ray does not change its shape. It comes with full form with some connector alphabets as well. This is interesting about Ray group, and you have to note this thing, and this is what makes it different from Dal group. So here is this type of this sort of example. Baj Ra. In next class we'll disconnect this and you will say this Ra is actually in its full form. This is a little bit short but in its full form. And we have third example, Barood. Barood, Ray in middle and in full form. Dad, Ray in middle and in full form. And about Dal, you can see Dal before and after is in full form. What we learned in earlier class. The Rad, here is example of both Ray and Day. Ray in middle and Day at end. They both do not change their shapes. Kharch, another example like Bajra. Here is Kharch, Ray with connector but did not change its shape. Now see examples in final or end position. We'll see. We have word do char, dal in initial. We learnt about that. It will not change the shape. And here we are talking about Ray, and Ray in its full form and in final or end position. Ray, Ra, do char, Ray at, and we are observing that it is in its full form. It has not changed itself. Another example, Mashkur in its full form at the end. Razdar in its full form at the end. Maldar in full form. Par, and we are observing that at the end Ray is intact. Works with full form. Now we'll see it is short form. Magrur, and you can see the initial or first position. This column is empty. These cells are empty. Why so? Yes, you identified correctly that the Ray will not work with short form in its initial or first position. Okay, well done. So we move to second column, second or medial position, and you can see here Ray has come with connectors and has changed its shape and is foot-like. It is foot-like. Magrul, so it is Ray. If we'll see, we'll write here the word of Mazur, Mim plus Ain plus Za, which looks like Za, but that is not Za, that is Zal. But when that is connected, that becomes Zal, like. But actually, when we'll disconnect that will be, we'll identify that is Zal, that is not Z. And here is a reason for that. When the alphabets which belong to ray group, they turn into short forms. They differ themselves from their full form and are foot-like. So here we have ra when it is connected and in medial or second position. Okay, this makes clear the concept of short forms of dal group and full form of ray group. So ray group has its own short form rule, and here we have two ray here. One is in middle and that is in short form, and second is in end at the end, and that is in full form. Mu'arrika, same example with gain and with ain. Mu'arrika, it has changed their shapes, affected the alphabet. We have third alphabet, andhera, andhera. Or after ya there is a ra, and in its short form, shauhar, shauhar, ra. In this short form, in it is medial and second position. You have to focus on ra. We mean here by ra how ra works or turns into short forms when it is connected, and when it is connected with some alphabets, it does not change its shape, like bajra and kharj. And when it is connected with words, it changes its shape, like magrur, muadika, andhera, shauhar. And see, in the final or end position, we have word har, and at the end there is ra that has changed its shape. Okay, we have bahar, ra at the end with changed shape with short form, idhar with short form, ra at end with short form, sahar, ra at end with short form, matar, ra at end with short form. So you can see we have three columns here actually, and in each column we have two forms, one full form and one short form, and when it is used in its full form, it works with all the three positions, first, second and final position. But when it is used in short form, it only works with medial and final position. This is the concept behind this. Now we'll see the examples of day. We have word here bada in second position, pada, chopada, joda, jada, adu. You have to focus on day with full form. Mod, day with full form in and or final position. Dod, bad, revad, kivad, darad, jad. We'll see in short form in initial or first position, it will not come its initial position, it will come in second position. We have word in second position, khada, and it is foot-like, and only difference between ray and day is day has the symbol of toy, otherwise they work same. They make the same short form. There is only difference of symbols or dots in between the alphabets. So how ray will work, day will work likewise, Z will work likewise, and J will work likewise. What we cleared with in details during ray. So we have khada in its medial or second position, and it is foot-like. Da is foot-like. Sidhi in middle, foot-like. Dha, da, day, foot-like in middle. Mudna also here in middle, foot-like. And at the end, in short form, akhed, day. At the end, it's foot-like, udhaid, yeah, adhaid. Both are same. Adhaid, paid, mud. What you have to remember, and you have to observe the short forms of this group, day. So you can see this alphabet also is used with two forms, one full form and one short form, and we see that it comes by both ways, with full form and with short form. But we have another alphabet here, that is Z. And what is difference between Zal and Z? Yeah, so Zal has one dot, Z has one dot. So the difference is in when Zal is written in full form, that differs from Z. Otherwise, in short form, Zal and Z they look like similar, and they have same phonemes. We'll see Z in its initial position. You can see here that is used in all the words in its full form, in zar, zair, ziyarat, zawja, zor, zawja, zor, zawja. Why it did not change shape? Because it came in initial or first position, so it will not change shape. In second position, we'll see in its full form. There are with some words it does not change. The alphabets belong to Re group or Dal group, they will not change their position. So in second position, in final position, you will see Z is intact. We have examples of second position that are Azad, Z in between, Bazar, Z in middle, Bazu, Razdar, Baz. Here with B or Jim group, Re or Z, the alphabets belong to Re group, they do not change their shape while connecting. You have to remember this thing. Raz, Jaz, Buzdil. Now see the examples at the end or final position. Chal, Baz, Raz, Ham, Raz. Two examples. One is Re, when it is connected, it changes shape. Za, Z at end, did not change shape. Parvez, with connected but with full shape, did not change shape. Aghaz, Angrez, with full form, it's connected, but after connection it did not change shape also. So we will see a short form of Z in its middle. Why it is not in initial? Because when it comes in its initial or first position, it will always come with full form. So we move to second or initial position, and we see it is like Re and Day. The only difference is by dot. Otherwise, in the short form is similar. Muazzaz, Mazar, Manzil, Mazdur. What you have to focus, you have to observe short form, and it is short. This short form is foot-like and is in middle. And move to final position. Cheese, the base, maze. Z in short form, and in the second form, short form, that is same. There is no difference. What is difference? In this medial position, that will come in middle, and in final position, that will come at the end. This is the difference. It works by both in short form and in full form. So we have cheese, the base, maze here. This is short form of C and it's foot-like, and at the end we have the final word J in its full form. Initial position Jala, Jala, Jaj, Jola. In its full form, in second position Vijan, Varjan, Bojva, Vijan, J, Varjan, Bojva, and J at the end, Judge, Judge. And we have some examples of second position: Majda, Majgan, Majda, Mujgan. It is in second position and it is short form, and the difference between this ray group, how will differ them, is by only dot and the symbol of toy. May this improve your situation. I thank you.